It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your San Francisco Giants.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you know, when you're playing here, this is the fewest runs of any ballpark, the fewest home runs allowed in this ballpark. So you need to play some small ball and expect a low-scoring game.
Number 13 gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, this starting pitcher, he's a rookie, so we'll see how he handles his nerves in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Brandon Crawford continues to get better and better each year. Won the Gold Glove at shortstop in 2015. Really just continuing his improvement from his days at UCLA. And also, he's got some of the best hair in all the game.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
7:06.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, lots of east-west movement here early on. That time, none of those pitches were out over the plate. Everything was right on the corner or maybe off just a little. He'll be fine if he can keep locating his pitches there.
Kim comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Parker sprinting after it, and this will wind up a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count.
That's a great job of holding on.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parker moves over, 2 gone.
Batting third, shortstop.
Manny Machado gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Panik is someone I am excited to see. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Hot shot toward third. And that's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first. Connor Gillespie will stand in now for the first time here in this World Series, and he's a guy this club really needs to get going.
Yeah, it's been a tough October for him so far. He just seemed a little overmatched in the games that we've watched. It looks like he's just trying too hard, and sometimes that just puts more pressure on you.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Tillman sets. Here's the 1-1. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Paredes will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Into the box, Jarrett Parker, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Kim is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. He's set, and the pitch. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A runner on first with 2 away. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Stepping in now, Park, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Second inning. Mark Trumbo will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He swings and pops it high in the air out towards shallow right. Crawford is there for it. 2 down.
Batting sixth, catcher, number 12.
Cisco into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And that's taken up and in for ball 2. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to Buster Posey strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Buster Posey.
Tillman's ready. First pitch on its way. To third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Into the windup and the pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. This is skied out toward right. Trumbo has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting eighth, right fielder, number 84.
Number 84 ready to take his first cuts here. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting ninth,
Number 13 settles into the box for his first chance. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. Grounder down the line at third, and that's through for a hit.
And remember, in the World Series, no DH in the National League carbs. So at the very least, they get a guy up there that's got some idea how to swing the bat. And he comes through right there with a base hit.
Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Reyes will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right there for strike one. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Gillespie is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 8.
Chris Tillman will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
Jimmy Paredes will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
For the Giants.
Connor Gillespie digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Tillman into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Nice job of holding up right there. You don't want to fall behind 0-2 against a guy like him.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Now batting.
Jarrett Parker is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Mike Trout comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, Don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Number 25.
Coming to the plate now, Park. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Trumbo, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The tag, and they got him coming back to third.
Now batting.
Buster Posey steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The shortstop, number 35.
Brandon Crawford stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Julio Bourbon will stand in to begin their half of the fourth with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5.
Now batting.
Mike Trout steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Tillman's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
A check on first by Tillman, and he just manages to get his hand in. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Park is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Trumbo moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Buster Posey will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Hard hit at 3rd. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, Brandon Crawford checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. High and deep to straightaway right. Trumbull racing back, still ranging back. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. And the run is in to score from second.
Well, this was going to get one home easily, and I thought that they might get two out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be all for Chris Tillman. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Hunter Harvey is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Into the box now, number 84. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Looking to minimize the damage here. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 11 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count now. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Yeah, if you can get him to chase here, great. But I agree, Steve. I don't think you come after him and risk a 2-run single.
Kim's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Joey Wendell will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Manny Machado strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Brian Mattis will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 17, Brian Mattis.
Number 13, indeed, will bat for himself here with his guys up by 2 here in inning number 6.
Well, I think this is the right move right here, Matt. He's throwing the ball well, and, you know, maybe he can do something at the plate, too.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Joe Pennick gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Trumbull shading to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman
Connor Gillespie will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him. Mark Trumbull will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance. Now
some action out in the Giants' bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and the right-hander get loose. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Chris Davis will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. His first homer here in the series, and the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. In now, Cisco. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Here's the 0-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Reyes will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So this is a good job so far.
A little bouncer. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. We've reached this. Jarrett Parker steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. I mean, they could certainly use a quick seventh inning here.
Mike Trout.
Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall.
Yeah, this would have been sensational if he gets it, but once it gets by him in left field, it's a sure double.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one gone.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Into the box, Buster Posey. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Orioles 2. Joey Richard will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. At the knees, strike one.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
We keep talking about it. Be careful of signs of tiring, but that's 3 straight strikeouts for him. He's getting even more unhittable as this one goes along.
Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the one-run lead. Josh Osich will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their 3rd hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
I'm set with the 0-1. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs. And who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Kim is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
2-0 pitch on the way. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Giants on top, 3-2. Vance Worley is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Vance Worley.
Brandon Crawford gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. He pulls this one into right. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. And I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Number 84 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a solid performance in this one. Definitely been a bright spot for them offensively.
First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Grounded to short. Taken in by Machado, and he's set down 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Osage.
Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Joe Pennant strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Shot towards second. He dives and makes a phenomenal catch as he takes away a run for sure, and the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area, we're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Andrew Miller is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 48, Andrew.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Kim, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the play, one away. Manny Machado will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Hunter Strickland will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here.
Number 60, Hunter.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a fastball away right here, and you're going to see him get just a little bit too pull happy trying to tie this thing up, and it's not going to work.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Drilled to the left side. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants have started this World Series on the right foot. They're victorious here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy